Welcome back to Retire Well TV. My name is Cynthia DeFazio, joined today by Sean Odrabanak and Peter Samenuk of Citizen Advisory Group. And we're talking all about the importance of tax planning, especially in the retirement years, and especially if you have lost your spouse. Very important show we have today. So gentlemen, obviously it's so important to do proper planning before this happens. So I want to talk a little bit more in detail about that. You lose a spouse, you're grieving, you have so many different emotions going on. Pete, in your words, why is it so important to be proactive before that day hits versus waiting until it's perhaps too late to make any changes?
Yeah, because I mean, when it's too late, it's too late. I mean, if you haven't done the proper planning and gotten the things in place before the storm starts, we're not going to put the snow tires on during the storm, right? We have to put the snow tires on before the storm happens. So by the time it's too late, it's too late. What I'm going to highlight, I talked about this a little bit in our prior segment, is some of the things that we have to think about. What does happen that kind of leads to this widow's tax trap? Well, again, you're taking a reduction in Social Security, okay? And because of that, you're losing one of the benefits. Well, now we might need to start taking more income from the portfolio, right? We want that to be as tax efficient as possible. When we have higher taxes, we are possibly paying more for our Medicare premiums, right? So I have a situation I can think about, these clients have a 10-year age gap and quite a bit of qualified or pre-tax money. If he passes away and she inherits all of that money, she is now forced to take the required minimum distribution on all of that money, right? That's a misconception. Not just her portion, but all of the money she's required to take it. What that's actually going to do is, with that required minimum distribution plus the Social Security benefit that she's getting as a surviving spouse, she is going to be paying almost double for her Medicare because that forced distribution is so high. So those are the types of traps and things that we're talking about that if we're not aware of them and we're not planning proactively for, you're going to fall into it.